Hey everyone, welcome back to SaviorSips. I'm on the evenings, and today the Lord had me in 2 Kings 6. So in 2 Kings 6, the king was after Elijah the prophet because he was letting the king of Israel know all of his plans on how he would set up his armies to attack them, okay? So when he found out that it was Elijah spreading all of his business, right? Telling his business, he sent out his army to Dothan, where Elijah resides at, okay, to kill him. So the next morning, when his servant woke up, he let Elijah know that the army had surrounded the city. But Elijah told him not to be afraid, okay? Not to be afraid because those who are with us are more than those who are with them. So Elisha prayed to God, right? And asked God to open the eyes of the servant so he can see the horses and the chariots of fire that were all around them. As the army was coming down, he prayed again to God. And God struck the army with blindness, okay? He told them that the man that they were looking for wasn't to be found. That he would lead them to where the man was. And he was talking about himself, right? So he led them into Samaria. There he asked the Lord to open their eyes to see. Okay, so Elijah had led the army to the king of Israel. But he told the king of Israel to let them live, okay, and not to harm them. He told the king of Israel to let them eat and drink. So he fed them and led them back to where they came from, okay? God will redirect your enemies, the ones who come up against you, okay? Because he will always handle the ones who are not for you, the ones who plot against you to take you out, okay? God will use people around you so that way you can get the picture. When the Lord opened up the servant's eyes, right, it was to let him know, like, hey, I am here. I am here with you, okay? There's nothing to be afraid of. Sometimes God will let things fall apart so that way we can see with our spiritual lenses, okay, as to why it had to happen that way, as to why things had to get ugly before the blossoming. All right, yes, people will come up against you because they don't know any better. Let's be honest, okay? They don't know any better. Some do, but they come up against you anyway, and that's when God steps in, okay? There are some who do. They do know. They have ill intention towards you, okay? It always comes from the heart, okay, guys? Always. It always starts from the heart. But just like God was protecting Elijah, he will also protect you when they come up against you, all right? God fights our battles for us. So why do we fear what's coming next? Why do we fear the unknown if the battle is already won? You see, when we have the victor by our side, victory is already ours, okay? And Elijah knew it because God was already putting him on to game about what would happen, right? The king came back after some time and he kept on pursuing him, right? He kept pursuing to find him. And sometime later, he did, but God was already telling Elijah what to do next before the messenger got to his house to where he was, right? God will always reveal your enemies to you so that way you be put onto game, okay? So that way you already know how to move with certain people. So that way people can't get one up on you, okay? Why? Because God knows that there are people who don't have the right motives towards you, okay? So he will protect you by showing you who it is and as to why you need to be cautious around them. Don't even tell your business to any, like, don't tell your business to them, okay? There are some of y'all that like to talk too much, and this is a call, okay, not to say anything during the season while you are building, while you are working on things, while God is working on things, okay, for you on your behalf. All right, so stay quiet, Stay quiet and let them see you win, because he's going to get the glory out of it at the end of the day, okay? So stay rooted, stay connected, and let God fight your battles, because victory is already yours. All right, so I'll see you guys on the next one. Be blessed.
We all need Jesus. We all need Jesus.